Steve Liesman on what exactly central bank officials said and where the Fed's voting members stand.
Lots of Fed speak today, but the market taking its cue from Fed Governor Brainard, who made a full-throated case for the Fed not to hike rates. Brainard, who as a governor has a permanent vote on the Open Market Committee, said the Fed has not been hitting its inflation targets and there are risks from abroad and a stronger dollar that the Fed should watch carefully.
To the extent that the effect on inflation of further gradual tightening in labor market conditions is likely to be moderate and gradual, the case to tighten policy preemptively is less compelling.
Her comments follow those by Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari. He also made dovish remarks in an interview on CNBC this morning.
My view is there doesn't appear to be huge urgency to do anything, frankly, and let's get as much data as we can and let's try to get our inflation back up. Again, look around the world. Around the world, inflation generally is coming up low. This is a global phenomenon. It's not just a U.S. phenomenon, and that's why I think we need to understand what are those drivers? Why are interest rates over the last 30 years, why have they been falling?
Only Atlanta Fed President Dennis Lockhart sounded hawkish. He said, quote, "I'm satisfied at this point that conditions warrant serious discussion," end quote, of a rate hike. Here's one reporter's subjective view of where the 10 voters at the meeting stand on hiking rates based on their previous comments. 4 look likely to vote for a hike, and 3, including Fed Chair Janet Yellen, are possible supporters. 2 Fed governors, Brainard and Dan Tarullo, seem unlikely hikers, and 1 Fed governor, Jay Powell, is unknown. But it's likely that all the Fed governors will side with the chair once she makes up her mind, as it's rare for governors to dissent, as opposed to Fed bank presidents who dissent more often. So it all now depends on Fed Chair Janet Yellen. She had said in August that the case was strengthening for a rate hike. There have been some lukewarm data since then, but we'll find out only next Wednesday if she's changed her mind. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.